Hey guys, how's it going? Just wanted to come on here and make this quick video to talk about some of the recent events that are going on. Basically, indoor season 2020 is canceled. So the first headline to kind of pop up was WGI canceling World Championships, and that was pretty crazy to see, and that naturally sparked a bunch of questions on what's going to be happening with the remaining regionals. And that was a question I was particularly interested in because next weekend at the San Bernardino Regional, I was going to be going and I was going to make a Broken City video. My girlfriend was going to be there too, and we were going to have a good time. And so with those questions, they said that more information about those events remaining will come later. And then they released another statement that says, with this afternoon's announcement of the cancellation of WGI World Championships, questions about the remaining events for the year have naturally arisen. Tonight, the board of directors unanimously voted to suspend all other events for the remainder of the 2020 season. So WGI 2020 is done, and that immediately made me think about SCPA. Well, about an hour ago, SCPA released this statement about championships. We regret to inform our alliance and community that SCPA championships have been canceled, and just some other information. I don't know if the remainder of the SCPA events will be canceled. The Great Oaks show that was happening this weekend has already been canceled, and I think the next one after that would have been prelims. So with championships being canceled, obviously the preliminary competition is a moot point, but looks like pretty much the entire indoor season is over. A lot of people are discussing how this affects DCI as well. I know a lot of the drum corps that have March camps, there's very few of them that do that. Those camps have been canceled. April camp's a big one. That's when everyone finally meets up again in the spring. And if this whole thing doesn't die out, by then we could start seeing April camps being canceled, because I know it's a big concern with the schools that are hosting these drum corps, that they don't want 200 plus people showing up at the school. If there's no threat to the school before that, somebody can show up with the illness, and so I know that's a concern. So it wouldn't surprise me if this whole thing doesn't die out, that April camps will start to be canceled, and then that puts the drum corps at risk for progress, because April camps is everyone's learning their openers in April, and that's a really big weekend for drum corps. So that's going to be a little bit heartbreaking to see if April camps start to go too. And at the end of May is move-ins. If it really hasn't died out by then we could start to see a little bit of a threat to the drum corps season. My predictions are that it's going to die out within the next couple of weeks. I never would have guessed that this kind of thing would have happened, where WGI Championships is just done. The season's just over at a blink of an eye like that overnight, it seems like. I was speaking to one of my students, and he was saying that they're going to still finish the show and have like a parent community performance. They do that every year, so they'll probably just have that. But yeah, it's really heartbreaking for the seniors in high school and the age outs. I tweeted something last night about how I think WGI should open up the 2021 season to the 2020 age out class, should they decide they want to march. I think that would be kind of cool for them to come back and get a proper age out, and they would join the 2021 age out. So the rule would still be in place, but it would be cool to see them kind of make an exception for the age outs for 2020. Dayton is just such a big deal for this activity. Groups are trying to do amazing things out there, and for the season just to kind of end like that, it's really, really heartbreaking. But it is what it is. This stuff spreads like wildfire, and though it's not super threatening to anyone kind of in the age group, it spreads way too quickly, and people will get sick. And so it's nothing to be super afraid of. I know it kind of seems like the world's ending. The media is kind of making it seem like we all need to be panicking and buying toilet paper, but that is ridiculous. The only thing is if you're exposed to it, you will get sick for a few days and it'll go away. But for the population, that is older and, people with compromised immune systems, it is a little bit of a bigger deal. Those are the people that we are seeing, suffer from it the most. But if you're just a normal, healthy individual, just stay hydrated and keep your hands washed. I do understand the cancellation of all these events, because when you do put a lot of people in one space like that, it will spread. And that's what they're trying to stop. They're just trying to stop it from spreading, which is a good thing, but it sucks to see a lot of this stuff being canceled. So yeah, anyway, just wanted to hop on here and talk about that a little bit. I'm particularly disappointed because as you can kind of tell, my activity on the channel is starting to increase a little bit, and I was really looking forward to making some videos this indoor season, but it looks like I won't get that chance. So hopefully DCI stays intact and I can make that A Day with the Mandarins video I announced a couple of weeks ago. So we'll just kind of hope for the best, but yeah. All right, well, that's all I got. Have a good rest of your day.